Okay. Okay. Good evening. Hey, you got sheep here, man? Okay, okay. Because you disturb me. Okay, good evening. Okay, let's start. Okay, today topic is what is this Web 3.0? Okay, this Web 3.0 was started quite long a while, quite a while already, 10 over years. Somewhere in 07, 08, they start talking about Web 3.0. Okay, but still talking. Okay, and recently, I mean this year, beginning of this year, we have seen many come online. Okay, so I think it's a good time we actually talk about this Web 3.0. For the benefit of those people who didn't actually watch the video, maybe we play the video and give you some um, startup.
I did a quick Google search, what is Web 3.0? After a few comments on previous videos were asking me to cover it, and someone in our free Discord suggested it, but I didn't really get an answer. In fact, I got a few answers that didn't really match up, so if you're watching this video, get ready to learn exactly what Web 3.0 is and what it means for cryptocurrencies. Welcome to Whiteboard Crypto, the #1 YouTube channel for crypto education, and here we explain topics of the cryptocurrency world using analogies, stories, and examples so that you can easily understand them. In this video, we are going to explain what Web 3.0 is, how cryptocurrency ideas tie into the evolution of our current internet, and what it means for you as a user. Before we officially start this video though, I just want to say that there's not some internet encyclopedia that's verified by the Institute of Global Technology that has a strict definition of what Web 3.0 is. So instead, I'm going to give you a rough definition of what the internet says Web 1.0 is, what a lot of people are saying Web 2.0 is, and then I'll explain this new phenomenon that a lot of people are calling Web 3.0. Let's start with 1.0, an initial overview of what the internet was. Between the years of 1991 and 2004, the internet was mostly a bunch of static pages, meaning that whenever you loaded them, they just showed some stuff and that was it. Some called it read-only. There wasn't any logging in or interacting with posts or viewing analytics. Most of the early internet wasn't even profitable by ads. It was mostly just like one big Wikipedia, all hyperlinked together. Now, of course, with time, we slowly made improvements, and things like Flash and JavaScript added many new different features. However, during this time, the users of the internet were consumers. They went to the internet to consume information. Next, we have Web 2.0, from around 2004 until now. During this time, the web evolved a lot, but one of the biggest changes was the interactivity of the internet. This meant that not only did we get information from pages, but the web pages started getting information from us. As we viewed Facebook and YouTube and performed Google searches, these centralized companies started collecting data about us so that they could serve us better content, which in turn would make us stay on their websites longer. This meant more money for them, but eventually they realized they could package up all the data they had collected on us and sell it to advertisers. Web 2.0 is the age of targeted advertising and the lack of privacy for its users. Now, to be fair, we willingly gave up this privacy too for cool apps like Facebook and Twitter. In Web 2.0, me and you could both view Facebook.com and see two very different news feeds because the page depended on who was viewing it, which is an important note for a difference in Web 3 that we'll talk about in a minute. The content on your feed is the company sorting data by information that you know that you gave them, like likes and how much you watched a video. But if you look at the ads that they show you, that is them sorting data by information you didn't know you give them. When you went to go eat tacos last night, they knew that. When you drop your kids off at school every day at 8 a.m. except for Fridays, they knew that. And there was even that one article that said machine learning started showing a guy some parenting ads because they knew he was going to be a father before he did. If it wasn't machine learning, it was probably because his girlfriend used their public IP address to do a search on her symptoms. And the machine learning algorithm probably already knew when she was ovulating anyways. Whatever the case is, how they predicted this, one centralized company controlling all of this data, whether we want to or not, is scary. If you've enjoyed this video so far and want to give the algorithm more data to crunch, consider clicking that like button. It helps our channel grow and makes our team feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Next up is Web 3.0, and this is what you came to learn about. Web 3.0 is the next evolution of the internet, probably utilizing blockchain technology and the tools of decentralization. In Web 2.0, you were the product as you were browsing social networks. But in Web 3.0, some believe that you will be the owner of your content, the stuff that you post online. Now this is kind of true, so if you want a post to stay up, it'll stay up, but if you want to take it down, they say in Web 3.0 you can control that, because as we all know, usually when something is on the internet, it's always on the internet. Here's one example that's already real. Odyssey is a blockchain alternative to YouTube, where videos can be posted and creators can earn library tokens, which are basically a reward. Is a blockchain alternative to YouTube. Because, as we all know, usually when something is on the internet, it's always on the internet. Here's one example that's already real. Odyssey is a blockchain alternative to YouTube, where videos can be posted and creators can earn library tokens, which are basically a reward for enticing viewers to watch their videos. The thing about Odyssey, though, is that they can't really stop a video from being posted. If someone uploads it and someone else in the network wants to share it, they technically download that video and then let others watch that video and download it as well, kind of like a big torrent network, if you know what that is. To expand on this, your post couldn't get taken down because your post wouldn't just be on one of Facebook's servers. It would theoretically be on thousands of computers around the world, ensuring that the blockchain social network you're on is not attacked or censored. Theoretically, this means there would be a lot of illegal and hateful things posted, but it would be in the name of freedom, of which the users of the networks could probably decide on a system to reduce that harmful content. But that's for another video. In Web 3.0, experts say that we will reach the point of the internet where every company is ran by a decentralized group called a DAO, which stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. And if you want to learn more about what those big words mean, we have an entire video on that topic and what they are used for. However, DAOs mean that there are no CEOs or presidents to impress. Those with the most tokens get to vote on how the company changes, not limited by a government or some family tradition. In Web 3.0, there will be no censorship of social networks like Facebook or Twitter. One controlling authority cannot shut it down. Lastly, one of the biggest things in Web 3.0 is that your digital identity is not 100% connected to your real-world identity. This means I can view pages, download things, make purchases, and any other activity on the internet without being traced to the real me. Now, there are many ways we can anonymize ourselves online, but bingo, I think that might be a future video idea. So hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Wrapping it up, these may be long-term ideas of those who think about Web 3.0. What Web 3.0 really means for us is that in the next decade you might be able to buy Amazon gift cards using MetaMask and pay with Ethereum, or that you could anonymously leave a like on one of your friends' posts using one of your hidden wallets. It's not going to be a bunch of life-changing stuff all at once. It'll likely be a series of ideas that grow together until centralized companies like Facebook and Google are disassembled by legislature, while decentralized, unregulated DAOs grow to replace them. I also want to talk a bit about the Web 3.0 Foundation. Now, there is a company called the Web3 Foundation that supports projects for increasing decentralization on the internet. Their three big projects are the blockchain Polkadot, Polkadot's test chain, and the Web3 Summit, which isn't a good overview of what Web 3.0 actually is. But they also offer some grants, which a lot of them have to do with supporting and using the Polkadot blockchain. So it seems to me the Polkadot team used the Web3 name as a brand to push their own agenda. But that's not what this channel is about. To give you an understanding of what I mean by this would be like the company Facebook buying a foundation for Web 2.0 and saying they are the ones who initiated it. Facebook is a company, while Web 2.0 is an idea. The same way that Polkadot is a blockchain and Web 3.0 is an idea. One doesn't own the other. I actually also watched another very interesting video called Why Web 3.0 is a Scam, where Trader University talks about how Solana is also taking advantage of the novelty of Web 3.0. I just want you guys to understand that Web 3.0 is a big concept that is a bunch of little ideas. Not one idea ran by a foundation to get you hyped up for the next step of the internet, or to buy their token. As we end this video, if you want to support the education of Web 3.0, consider subscribing to this channel and checking out our free Decentralized Finance for Beginners guide. You can check it out at whiteboardcrypto.com along with our weekly newsletter and a few helpful tools that we've been developing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope that you enjoyed it. We really hope that you've learned something. And most of all, we hope to see you in our next video.
Okay, so you have a so slow, very slow. No, zoom one very slow. No, Web 3.0 is not speed. It's not speed, not about speed. Okay, it's about contents. Okay, so everything we talk about is actually revolution. Okay, it's the content itself. Okay, in 1.0, okay, is pushing, content pushing. It's just like encyclopedia, okay, on the online. So people are sucking all this information, okay, just downloading information, right? So they have no interactive. With 2.0, okay, there's interactive, and the user can actually upload their own contents, okay, be it picture, video, okay, forums. Okay, so with that, but the problem is because there's a centralized server, and these people operate the centralized server need to survive. So in order for them to survive, they actually partner with advertiser. Okay, so what they do is they collect all your serving behavior. Okay, with this behavior, then they serve you with advertisement. Okay, so that the advertiser, I mean, can target you. Okay, so like just now we were saying, if you go anywhere, okay, you're in the Facebook, okay, then they will track your location. Okay, so if you go to the school, okay, every day, okay, in the morning, send your children, then they will know that you are the parent. So naturally, they will, based on the AI they have, they will push your product as a parent. Yeah, of course, possible. Okay, so the thing is, for that, that means your privacy is actually compromised in the sense. Okay, so that's why back in 07, 08, okay, then they will talk about how to take back all this control. I don't want my privacy to be infringed. Okay, but you can't. So that's why they come out this idea 3.0. Okay, they do a decentralized. That means they don't want a centralized server. They decentralize everything. That's why they have this DAO, decentralized autonomous organization. Okay, so this organization actually is a bunch of server, okay, operated by people, and these servers are decentralized and connected together. Your data is actually go everywhere. Okay. What's that? Yeah, but the thing is, all your data is encrypted in a blockchain. It's encrypted with your blockchain. So you own the data, okay, because you own the blockchain, you own the data. Nobody else able to access your data, okay, without your permission. So as in now 2.0, okay, you have video in your YouTube, okay, people can just download the video and use it. You can't control them. You can't control them because the design of the web server is like that. Okay, it's open. So once you stream your data onto my computer, I can own it. Okay, no longer you are the owner. I can own also. So you have a copy of it. You can't, blame me.
Video, people play video, straight away can get copy of video.
Yeah lah. So the thing is, so that's the whole idea lah on the design of this Web 3.0. Okay, so everything you own, okay, you will encrypt it with the blockchain. The blockchain is a very powerful. Okay, blockchain technology is a very powerful entity. Okay, to make this Web 3.0 successful. Okay, without it, okay, it will not be successful. Okay, then next we will talk about, if you want to market your own content, okay, what will be the best way to pay for this content? So that's why the cryptocurrency come about. Okay, cryptocurrency also rely on the blockchain technology. Okay, so with that, they can actually using the same technology to protect your contents as well as to buy or sell your contents. So in that way, you can actually transact within the whole network itself. Okay, so they've been talking about this 10 over years, okay, and there's a lot, problem, okay, need to iron out. Okay, one is the person who operate centralized server like Google, Amazon, Facebook. Okay, they don't want to lose their position. Okay, because they're using this position to make money. Okay, if you go on to a different mode of operate, so they must come a new way of how to operate this. So for that, they will be a transition. Okay, like the MFT, one of the transition. Okay, MFT, metaverse. Okay, like Google is actually pushing metaverse, Facebook also. Okay, so that they are in the same boat already. Okay, Like Facebook also came out with their own cryptocurrency. You all know?
They are not US stock then.
Huh? Yes, stop them. I mean, stop them from uh, doing in the US portion. Okay? So they actually do it outside US because they found that people in the other countries, like the Africans, okay, they have very little, I mean, access to bank. They got phone, but bank is something not easy to find in their establishment because the whole country is in war. Okay, no banker want to invest in a war zone country like them. Okay, so you set up a country, your money there, then the other militant come in, rob everything, gone. Okay, so for them, they got no access to bank. So what they do is they are always using biscuit tin to keep their money, cash. Okay, and it's not easy. So that's why they want to push this cryptocurrency to them. Okay, so that they are, I mean, can capture this part of the market. Right? It's quite a huge market, no? The world country. Okay, we're talking about quite a lot of thing. Okay, so the 3.0 is as in now still not take off fully. Okay, it's a very difficult implementation. Okay, one hand the some main player objection, and on the other hand authority, all the law enforcement authority have concern about this technology also because this technology is supposed to be blockchain. That means everything is encrypted. Eh? So it's protected with privacy. Okay? If I don't let you know, you're not going to be known. So the law enforcement cannot actually trace. Okay? And in the whole network, because it's decentralized, so the identity is anonymous. So you not easily tie the account with a true identity in the real world. So very difficult to link. So the law enforcement, the authority, all this, they are not happy about this. They are concerned, they're not happy. So there's a lot of resistance on that to set up in the regulations and so on. Right? So that's another problems. I mean, the thing is, to fully implement all this, it will take a lot of mindset change. Okay, to be um, able to more, I mean, respect the personal privacy. Okay, than the government running business. Okay, a lot of countries, they run the whole countries like military. Okay, they want all the citizens comply with certain regulations. Okay, so that they police all this action. If they found anything that going wrong, okay, they may stop immediately. But with this decentralized, okay, the privacy, everything is encrypted. This monitoring is not easy. Okay, so they have a lot of problems. Okay, things like olden day, okay, in the beginning of encryption mail, okay, like PGP mail, okay, when they have it in France, France want everybody to post a key, okay, to their law enforcement. Okay, if you encrypt, I must have the key. In France, huh? No, the law enforcement, the enforcement body, the police, I must have the key for your encryption, so that I can know what you do. But
Police care for your privacy. Exactly.
so the thing is, if you don't give key to them, anything encrypt inside their network is termed as illegal. Okay, it's been prosecuted in their country. So to say in France, it's very difficult. People are very difficult to operate. Okay, in France. So there's a lot of agency in France. Okay, when they operate there, they can't have thing that is encrypted. So what they do? They hide their encryptions in the data. So they hide the encryption in the picture, in the video. They hide there. Okay, stenography. Their distance stenography. Okay, hide encrypted data inside voice, video, voice or picture. Okay, you can hide there, hide certain bit. Okay, inside the every byte of data. Then the law enforcement don't know. They can't actually tell because you send a picture is a picture. You send a picture of Eiffel Tower is Eiffel Tower. Yes, of course. Yes. In the olden day they do it lah, but of course now have when the method of it is being published, okay, everybody learn the technique, then it become open secret already. But you cannot actually take out the thing because it's still encryption.
Then just encrypt and send as attachment.
Cannot. No, France if you encrypt and do send me the key is termed as criminal. It's a criminal offense. Yes, it's inside their.
I don't know whether it's law or not, but even if there is law, it's only when you are in court, then it becomes a problem. Day to day, I send things to president, non-criminal, government don't care.
President of France.
President of you, nobody cares.
Yeah lah, but I mean the thing is,
They want control.
They want control.
How they want connect all the keys or everything I agree.
This is inside their law lah, in the law itself. Okay, it's in their law. So if you are there, you have to follow their law lah. That's the thing lah. I mean, there's a lot of things that.
Just one France, somebody from France send me an email using one day sanction.
Then what send
No, I mean that's initial lah, but I don't know now. Now maybe they have, they close one eye on it lah. They don't, not much enforcement.
When France wants to actually set in law, they have to comply with EU's privacy law. You cannot just do anything. EU's privacy law doesn't allow France to I don't think they allow any member country to restrict encryption because it's privacy. I doubt so. Maybe older days, I don't know.
No, the thing is they.
GDPR now, you cannot super and restrict people from doing encryption to not use privacy.
Some must verify.
I doubt so.
For certain things, maybe certain
Yeah, maybe for
high
certain
security
things,
things. Like US and the AES, they must keep the key.
of course, the law enforcement come and knock on the door, you have to open that. Like Singapore is the same thing. You have something, encrypted laptop. The police come and come and you don't cooperate. They'll charge you for FDs. You don't cooperate with the police, they'll charge you. Same thing like that. But for government to stop taxi this technology was
Yes, I mean, but they cannot stop it, but they actually put a lot of hurdles. So that's why the implementation, they put a lot of obstacle. You need to, I mean, fulfill certain role, okay, in order for them to operate. The DAO lah. But that will take a while lah. Okay, actually in Singapore there are few company doing it for the business. Okay, these Web3 kind of platforms, right? So they have started somewhere lah. I mean, but the thing is, still, I mean, it's a new technology. The problem is not many people want to go into it, because the government keep emphasizing cryptocurrency is dangerous, right?
Yeah, because it's not back by any cent.
That's the thing lah.
US dollar also not back by any cent.
because Singapore government invests in a lot of crypto companies. Yeah. All those crypto startup, must say a lot of investment.
How they invest in all of them.
They are telling people that this is not for normal people, for people, enterprise, they must say.
You have money to lose it.
Yeah.
It's dangerous
They
for
lose
the
our money.
because people like that, we are not sure, not exactly sure how to work.
So the thing is, in the real world, there's a lot of people try to go into this Web 3.0 as in now. This year is getting more and more popular, okay, with 3.0. Okay, so this will summarize the evolution of the web. Okay, so this 1.0 is actually based on HTML, which is a very basic languages, okay, in the web itself. So they only push content, okay, as a static files. So the user is just consume all the contents, like encyclopedia or something. Okay, with 2.0, we have many start from say 2003 onward. Okay, so 2.0 actually improving a lot. Okay, right now with this inside the languages used in the web page, okay, have a lot of active active scripting languages, okay. So the latest now is HTML5, which is a language that very interactive, okay. HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript, right? There are many many other frameworks like the React, okay. So for this, so that they were able to develop highly interactive web pages, okay. So all these languages is help them to actually develop uh, highly active interactive web page, so that you can actually interact with the rest of all the society, your forums, wherever. Okay. But this is still based on central server like your Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all this is central server. So whatever contents you put in is actually you put it inside the server. Okay. As I mentioned, okay, all this content is open. So once you load your content into the server, okay, anybody can grab it, and you can't own the content per se, like if you create a content. And of course, some of these companies like Facebook, okay, they're saying that any photo they upload onto the Facebook is belong to them. It's inside their term and condition. Okay, so the so much about 2.0 lah. So the thing is, they will actually make use of all
No connection. William, you are muted. Can't hear you.
Recording.
Okay, now. William, you are muted.
okay. Okay, bad connections. Sorry about that. Okay, so the thing is, with this 2.0, there's a lot of problems with the privacy and your ownership of your data, your contents itself. That's why they come out this 3.0. Okay, Web 3.0. Okay, it's called the semantic web. Okay, actually from 210 onward. Okay, so using a lot of things okay, AI, machine learning, okay, as well as blockchain, okay, so and decentralized, okay, so everything is peer-to-peer server. So all the program, they call it the decentralized app lah. Okay, so this trend was actually evolving since about 10 years ago. Okay, now taking shape lah. Okay, so the thing is, if you look at it, okay, initially we are just a PC, okay, a personal computer without any connection, right? So you only do your own data processing on the PC itself. Okay, so then after that, when in the 90s, okay, internet came out, everybody going to internet, and we now have a network. Okay, we're able to talk, okay, using email, as well as web pages is just to information downloading. Okay, with 2.0, we developed social web. Okay, social web meaning that we are able to use the web applications to socialize, to talk. Okay, just like all the social platforms, Facebook, Twitter. Okay, so they were talking about supposedly 3.0 will be take shape by last year. Last 2 years. But there's a lot of hurdles. So that's why the thing is, they didn't actually get a lot of attention. Okay. Actually, they are sidetracked. They say that they have 2.5. Okay, they have this mobile computing, cloud computing, okay, all the broadband and so on. Okay, this is one of the way. Not a central server per se, but everybody. They can operate their own cloud. That's why they cloud computing. Okay. Organization can actually operate their private cloud. Okay, but the server it can be local server or centralized server, but the cloud computing is operate on a platform that everybody work on the same software. So the computer itself in the cloud computing, by right the computer no need so high power, so you can save cost on a computer. Okay, all your application is run on the server, so your computer can be a very light computer, low cost. Okay, and everything is run on the web server, the server itself. So in this sense, in the bigger organization, they can save costs and have more control on the data itself. for cloud computing, because the user do not have full access on the data in their computer, okay, because all the data is centralized in the cloud, so they are processing it through the cloud. So in this sense, it's a revolution. Okay, so that's about cloud computing. And visualizations. There's a lot of applications. I mean, try to using visual to get people have different kind of experience, right? Like you nowadays you need to go, I mean, get out of country, you still able to I mean, visit any places. Okay, this Web 3.0, okay, in order to decentralize, okay, they're using this blockchain in the cryptocurrency unstable. Why? Unstable. Okay, so the because these they offer token. Something wrong, sorry. So this encryption, I mean, everybody inside this Web 3.0 will create their own token. Right? So this everything they own, they will actually encrypt using this token. So the thing is, everybody actually, when they spring off 3.0, they actually using different blockchain technology, using different token. Like they say this, like people, okay, using this Ethereum. Ethereum, okay, this is the for small business. So all this being used, okay, they, as in now, they require you to pay for all the service, because the is still not centralized in the blockchain technology. It's based on individual. So you have many, now become very confusing. You have many different cryptocurrency, and they're using the token from different cryptocurrency to encrypt a certain platform. Okay, so another way is actually this NFT lah. NFT, the non-fungible token. Okay, so this is another blockchain entity to for the access of this Web3. It's now become very chaos, the whole entire Web3 implementation, because everybody tried to get upper hand to control the user pool, okay? Who have the larger pool will say, okay, just like in the olden day, you know, when video tape have came out, yeah, those days when video came out, okay, they have these two big, okay, giant, okay, want to dominate the market. So they have VHS and the Sony Betamax, okay. So these two giants try to dominate the market, and the consumer, you want to watch certain movie, they either go to VHS or go to Betamax. Okay, because these they in their business, okay, they actually partner with certain film distributor, okay, so that the user, if you want to watch certain from a certain producer, okay, they have to go to this particular format, okay. So for that, a lot of people very confused, and in the whole thing will be very disturbance, okay, to all these two, okay. So the market share actually dropped. Then yeah, so market share drop. That's why these two giants, they will fight each other. So see who can make friend with all the producer more lah. Okay, VHS won the share lah. I mean, he got more film producer to buy in for their VHS. So consumer now use only VHS okay. Sony Betamax got no choice okay. They will lose out in the consumer market, but they actually supply all their products to the production studio, okay, for the filmmaker, okay, because the quality of Betamax is actually much higher, okay. So they actually supply all for the filmmaker to use it to record, okay, and they will produce VHS to the consumer. So that is the solution at that time, okay. So similarly, Web 3.0, okay, they are still fighting on who actually get the dominations. We see which user base is bigger. Okay, look like NFT actually gain quite a big share of market as in now. But you will not know until, I mean, everything settle down. So that's why this is still a very early stage on the developments. Okay, by right, 2020 supposedly we implement, but still, I mean, like this. So we got no other choice. So the thing is, you will have the user base more, then you will get a bigger vote. Okay, so once you have bigger vote, you will be able to set up, okay, a bigger blockchain. Okay, so you can have more control with it. Okay, so this the blockchain on the corporate version of 3.0 idea is actually this decentralized autonomous organization, DAO. So now they compare, okay, for target reaching to for 2.0 is actually the community development, okay, but 3.0 they're talking about empowering individual user. That means individual user will be focused. Okay, so the focus on 2.0 is more on okay, end user experience. Then 3.0 is empowering through the trust, security, and privacy. Um, Applications, okay, for 2.0 is web application. For 3.0, supposedly is a smart application. It's based on machine learning and AI. So the state of data, okay, for the data inside, okay, the server, the network, people will actually own the data for 2.0. But for 3.0, okay, every entity have ownership over their own data, and then and their use also. Well, the web tools, web languages are developed for 2.0, but for 3.0, it will develop using AI, machine learning, and decentralized protocol. For advertising, 2.0 is focusing on the interactive advertising. Okay, but for 3.0, they supposedly is focus on the behaviorist advertising. I mean, what you as of now, they were saying that 2.0 were not actually having 3D graphics, but 3.0 will have. Mm. Supposedly, the transition from 2.0 to 3.0 supposedly it's happened slowly, unnoticed to the public, but um, it's not really the sense because of the thing is uh, the public will still need to learn new skill, okay, adapt to new
Recording in progress.
Okay, network is really bad. Okay, so the so the whole thing is about I mean how to adopt how to adopt this Web 3.0. Okay, we talk about the 3D graphics. Okay, um, then the entire um, web experience, okay, people will have. It's no longer you looking at the computer to talk. Okay, so in Web 3.0, is supposedly you're wearing a 3D goggle, okay, and you will be inside a meeting room like this and talk to uh, people, okay, but inside the, I mean uh, the virtual space, okay, you talk to all the people inside your meeting room, okay, so that will be the idea lah, okay, they are pushing, okay, like Facebook is pushing metaverse for that. So for this will be very good lah. I mean, for interacting, okay, both the uh, business. Game is another sector lah. I mean, games, online games maybe lah. Then e-commerce or other different markets okay, so you can have 3D interactions. Okay, but of course the one will be the everything must come with a price, the network speed. Okay, that's why the 5G is actually been make this successful, okay, in 3D graphics. Okay, without the high speed, okay, everything will be very slow. Okay, a meeting room like this would not be as fast as a real world. Okay, if your speed is very slow, yeah, you turn only everything haywire, just like this. I mean, we have a lot of lost connection. Then you get frustrated. Your experience no good. Okay, so with 3.0 supposedly have this AI, artificial intelligence, so able to get feedback, okay, immediately from the user, what they like, what they don't like, and so on. Okay, um, they have other things. I mean, to interact with the person rather than, I mean, people typing out the comments and so on. Okay, when they interact, okay, the people can actually uh, express their feeling. So this AI were able to uh, pick up all these things and then feedback, okay, to tell the content provider what are the problems are. So they talk about this huh? ubiquitous. So this is actually, they say, is a coexistent. They say be present at many places. Because it's digital, so you can be present at everywhere. Okay, different meeting room, different places, and so on. All this supposedly is do away with the people moving, going to office. So with this, you stay at home, you actually able to talk to everybody in anywhere in the world, okay, at the same time. Huh? we have actually have this since the lockdown already. We have tested it, okay. Many people actually go everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, you only video, but this is emerging because it's 3D virtual. So you're in the meeting room, you can talk to people like this. The people just walk in, okay. This person walk in can be for anywhere. No? Meeting rooms, they have this meeting room. Yeah. Then now we actually using Zoom, right? We actually need to join different meeting room, but they are talking about, okay, the new metaverse. They were able to move, no, just shift from this place. You just shift your avatar, okay, from this room to the other room. Just shift. Okay, you are joining their room and then just talk to them, just like just like the outside you walk from this office to the other office.
Some singer, they already done this. They have this concert on the metaverse.
Yeah.
So the people from everywhere they come in, they go to that area that they are supposed to perform. And they have their own come in to see different people to do just like go to concert. They do that. Some similar with that.
So that was the idea, in 3.0. P&P pieces have implemented, okay, but not fully across the board everywhere. Okay, all those people will implement for the person who know to try out, okay, to so that it will be able to improve it, and then that will be able to propagate it to the mass, okay, audience. So in next time, maybe when you go to concert, no need to go anywhere. Just put on the goggle and then you sit in your stay at home, and then you can go anywhere concert. Okay, and you are there, you are present. Okay, everything, okay, will be come to you. Okay, if your system is good, okay, you can have surround everything. Okay, your feeling is there. Okay, so um, that is the future. They were talking about. Okay.
But the 3D technology is still not that good.
The problem is the speed.
Right.
Yeah. Problem is the speed.
5G or 6G.
Yeah. Yeah, the latency, the speed itself. So because of the problem is the data is still a lot of data. In the 3D, in a lot of data to move. And if you do not have the speed to move all this data,
hardware also, PC also.
Yeah.
Not the speed. If you have a poor graphic card, right, you cannot do it.
Okay, so everything, there's a lot of hurdles. I mean, all these things, you need to be, improve it over time. Okay, so as I mentioned, they have many bit and pixels of the Web 3.0. Okay, so how you get ready? Must try out. Like Bunsua have tried out some. Okay, MFT. Okay. um, there's a lot of party actually implement on business model. Okay, because business is actually easier because they have very specific goals to implement. Okay, for general public, it's not that simple because um, your direction is a lot not simple. So they have a lot of issue. I mean the native asset, okay, what you have, okay. You have to build a network to host all these assets and so on. Okay, what kind of blockchain, okay, you are using to encrypt. The token payment. So there's a lot of they talk about all these side issues on this token itself. The, the cost, okay, may not get back to the owner, okay, because of the platforms itself consume too much cost. So in the end, you operate the thing, but you don't get the money. Then you get frustrated. And there about law enforcement. How can actually they police all this and then do the tax?
It's nothing to do with the web.
Huh?
It's just an application.
No, it's a concept that.
Nothing to do with that.
No, it's a concept. Web 2.0 is a concept. It's a concept.
It's not a version.
It's not a version. It's a concept. Okay, the concept of how to make use of this web. Okay, the 2.0 era is actually the concept of making a web is to do social networking, social network. But this one, Web 3.0, is actually you're supposed to own your data, privacy. able to transact, okay, decentralized. But of course, I know this thing it take time to implement. Okay. Actually, Sage Time have run article on this. Dog Moonshot Fellowship is say ten company every 3 months.
Actually, you have an idea of how to do things on Web3. There are a lot of companies.
Yes.
Because all this platform, all these big company, or you develop something.
Smart apps smart for them.
So you first of all, you must know what is blockchain first.
Yeah.
Learn that first. And then come out maybe, and then put out a proposal and they get a lot of fundings.
So it's one of the big things, bigger things coming along the way.
Don't one that I mentioned there, South Korea.
Yeah.
Now it's in this shit, you know. Terra is gone already. Think about the gold one. Terra Lens, Terra Lens. Terra collapsing, gold one is now. So it's good one.
May. It's a May this year, leh.
Yeah, gone already. Very fast. Somebody is in good shit.
Just take money and
You do a search, you do
have hundreds, millions. You were shot by the moon.
Shot by the moon. Yeah.
see there's a CNBC report out there, don't go to prison. Oh, good. What is happening? Terra, the Terra Korea is collapsing.
So those who bought those money and
So the thing is, I mean, definitely it's not easy, all this thing.
how come we still talking now?
It's the old one. June, next one is January.
It's a May.
June,
May 10th.
The coin Luna collapsed. So it was, I think, a lot of investors.
So this is another scam.
Yeah, the rest was paying some.
No lah, but I mean, this one is the one that in Singapore. Okay, one of these people start up lah. I mean the startup Web3 lah. So they talk about Web3 and then they have their key features. These are the key features. Semantic web.
So this will 7 times.
So what is semantic web? Yeah. They say the web of the data is machine can analyze. So they're using artificial intelligence. That means although the wording inside the web may look different, okay, but if they have similar meaning, then they will group into as one. Like this guy say, adopt Bitcoin, then because there's a lot of conversations in the new generation, the new generations, there are a lot of short form. This short form, okay, need to be understand, no? Okay. So they have this intelligence, okay, to be able to understand, and then they group all this together, and then it generates the same meanings. Okay, so the thing is, that's semantic web lah. So it was coupled with artificial intelligence as machine learning, okay, 3D graphics, okay, decentralized blockchain. So there is another explanations on this and so on. I mean, all the thing you get to learn a bit. Okay, but of course, the whole thing, this entire Web 3.0 is just a concept. And the thing is, it's still evolving. We will see, whether how it affect us. I mean, of course, it could be a source of business. Okay, it could be a source of business if we implement correctly. Okay, and same like the Same story like the VHS and the Betamax. Okay, if you can win the majority, you get to win. Right now it's too many already, too many versions. Business is one of them, business. But of course, I mean, the thing is, if you do it yourself, you don't talk to other people, then there's no use. You must able to have a common platforms to actually reach out to all your partners, all your business partners. That is crucial. So your blockchain must able to actually interchangeable with the rest of all other version of tokens, like be it Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever token comes in, you still able to in your inside can do a interchange and then do some authentication and so on. Then you become better off with it, because integrations. So it's compatibility. Just like in the olden day, when in the 50s, when they first started televisions, they broadcast televisions. There are many standards. Yeah. NTSC, then they have PAL. No, not only that. It's a number of lines. The color is not coming yet, but number of lines. Okay. US is using 5 to 5 lines. 5 to 5 lines, 60 frame. Okay. Europe is using 50 frame, but 6 to 5 line. So the frequency are different. Yeah, so frequency is different. So in order to accommodate this, okay, they design the televisions, okay, have this setting inside auto. You look at the reception, okay, of the vertical sync and the horizontal sync. Then you sync to it, and then it lock the sync, and then is able to actually produce the same image. So your TV now become universal. Okay, no need to buy specially for US and then especially for Europe side. So it's like that. Of course, now there's a many standards. Now they got cam, there's cam, C-cam. Because of the Europe side, the European, the Middle East side, okay, they want higher standard. So they say C-cam, Maxi-cam. A lot standard, a lot TV standard. Broadcast. But now all digital . Now digital also a lot. DAB, a lot. Everybody try to, come out their own and then try to dominate, but it can't actually. So those people want to make TV, they will try to adapt, try to have put in, universal one. Okay, they look at this standard. Okay, can then inside will adapt, come to this decoder to decode the data. Inside got many decoder. And nowadays all this decoder is one chip only, no? One ASIC chip. One ASIC chip. Because it's a very common applications. Many TV want to have it, so that's why they design this ASIC, okay, and sell it to all the TV manufacturer, and then they incorporate inside the TV, and that's all. And because of mass production, they make it very cheap. So one TV not very cheap. So that's the things I mean. Things I mean in the past you will see all this evolving. So same thing like this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Many people come up different token, but somebody will actually come up something that merge all these things together, and eventually everybody will talk to each other lah. Although it's different, but we still can talk. In the process, I mean they were different. Huh? Yeah, PEL got different. PEL, they got one is alternate. The other one is actually fixed one. They are fixed vector. It's not simple, no. This thing is a lot of mathematics, no. Yeah. If you look at it, inside it's a lot of mathematics. So this okay, I think I about to end. Any question, y'all? Anyone, any questions? Or still lost, don't know what to do? It's a very, I mean,
I have a question.
yes,
Can you hear me or not?
yes, can hear you.
Yeah, you talk about Africans, just now about Africans, they don't have banks and
Yeah.
they have to use cryptocurrency, things like this. It reminds me about China. China using a digital renminbi. Is it crypto-like? Is it crypto-like?
Yes.
But
It's
for
a
example,
blockchain also. It's a blockchain also.
in here in the West Indies, in Jamaica, Bermuda, that's not our East Indies or West Indies, the small little islands, they don't have banks. So they are using Chinese digital renminbi. So point is, China is against cryptocurrency, and yet they are using the digital renminbi. How do you explain?
That's the government own one. You private one, they don't encourage.
You cannot buy the digital renminbi on the market. You cannot trade.
There's no trading in digital renminbi. It's actually equivalent to renminbi.
One digital renminbi is equal to one renminbi. Let's say I buy one digital renminbi for three renminbi. It's not tradable. So it's not exactly.
It's a equivalent. It's a blockchain. I mean equivalence.
Crypto is crypto. Whether you can buy it or buy it.
Correct, but it's not exactly. It cannot be traded.
It doesn't matter. It's still crypto. It's just that this belongs to the government, under government control. So they allow. But if it's private, they don't allow because the government who's control the money die already.
Yeah.
They don't collect tax.
Yeah. And they
So the thing is, yeah. Actually, many places have using cryptocurrency like Philippines. A lot of people using Bitcoin on their business in Philippines.
Yeah, because if your currency keeps fluctuating and keep depreciating, of course it keep to one digital currency.
Currency also very volatile.
Yeah lah.
Because the US dollar, US can print also they want digital. That Bitcoin, they cannot print money already.
US stability, crypto is not the solution. Not very volatile. It can drop by 100%, not 100%, 50%, 70% in a day. And then next moment you can jump up another 200%. Very volatile.
Correct.
No, the problem of volatile is because of the, I mean, manipulation of the people.
Yeah.
It
Ah.
has no value. The value is people trust the value.
Yeah.
The value is that it's different. But if you can use that to buy a condo, then the value can change so much. It cannot be a condo suddenly drop to 50%. Who want to sell? So you don't have a hard asset to back it up.
So how, Dr. Ho?
Can you summarize? I cannot hear. I can only hear you, Bill.
Huh?
I can't hear what you're talking about.
Can't hear.